Out of the shadows, you emerge from the Universal Brotherhood chapter house, momentarily blinded by the bright lights of the Lone Star perimeter surrounding the exit. Despite the clean night air, the stench of ichor and decay clings to you, a smell that may never fully go away. You drop your Aegis-filled shotgun, and it's quickly spirited away by one of Telestrian's minions. Weapons are slowly lowered as you step out into the street. The order coming from Detective McCluskey himself. You can see James Telestrian just nearby, pulling his strings. It's over. Jessica Watts has been dealt with, and Sam has his justice. The dead man's deed is done. All you need now is to make a phone call, and it ends. Alright. Good old James. And after we broke up the ritual, Trax chased Jessica into a small chamber where she was cornered by a couple of buggers. Guess they weren't impressed with her performance. They were about to eat her. And Trax says something like, "I won't let them eat you, Jessica. You're coming with me. You're gonna pay for what you've done." It was very dramatic. Then we splattered the bugs and handed her over to UCAS FBI. They're going to want to have a long talk with her about the Universal Brotherhood. So this nest is cleaned out, and your cousin Lynn is being transported to a mental hospital for observation. James assesses you with a newfound respect. Very clean. I believe our test of Project Aegis was a success, Trax. Air Bracas is having it weaponized now for distribution to Knight Errant forces. The authorities are going to have a great many questions about this incident, and I will need to provide details. The Universal Brotherhood has a great many chapter houses, and they must be dealt with immediately. Take care, Clara, and hope to see you around on my channel later. Alright, what will happen next? That is for others to determine. People other than you. Still, regardless, you have turned in a yeoman's effort, and regardless of your obvious flaws, you are deserving of a reward. What would you ask of me? I'm a Shadowrunner first, so money is keen. He smiles an icy smile. I would expect no less from you. Mr. Quoth, please place a suitable bonus on our friend's cred stick, a bonus of such size that additional negotiations are unnecessary. I have no interest in furthering our relationship. Yes, sir. He takes your cred stick and slots it into his PDA. Looks like you two are best buddies now. Alright, gonna do some closing conversations. And Coyote, even though she wasn't there, is here. Guess what? Guess that's it, huh? You captured Sam's killer, and now he'll get his justice. A little more involved than I expected. Just a little. She looks back at the Universal Brotherhood. Coyote grins. First time. Well, I'm gonna grab Paco and head back to the Union. Maybe watch a trade or something. And I could use a long shower, too, after that. Learn the biz. She gets a twinkle in her eye. Someday, maybe, when the rest of my body is made of metal, too. But not today. Today, I run the shadows. Get paid, get dirty. See you around, Trax. You're quite a guy. I can honestly say I've never met anyone quite like you. Let's go with Harlequin. The painted elf is watching the scene unfolding around the Universal Brotherhood with a grimace. Well, kid, it's been fun, but I've seen everything I care to see today. I'm gonna get out of here. Where's Adabracus? He flew back to Berlin. All sorts of things brewing there. He was very impressed with you, though. It could probably turn into work someday, but I'd forget about him if I were you. Never make a deal with the dragon, kid. They're playing a different game entirely. Okay, seriously, who are you? A friend. Until I need you for something, then I'm a bastard. Is there a problem? He gestures at the crowd as he speaks. Look around. Note the members of the press being shoved away by Universal Brotherhood spokespeople to get a private briefing. The Brotherhood is connected. A damage control team is probably on the way right now. One way or another, they will. If they can't be manipulated, coerced, or bribed, they'll probably disappear quietly. There's more, though. He nods his head towards James Telestrian. Note the expression on the UK's FBI agent speaking to Telestrian. Dismissive, isn't it? That's because there's no love lost between the UKS and Tir Tangier. They're not going to trust what he's telling them, and frankly, I have no idea what he's telling them. James plays his own game. Always has. Harlequin rolls his eyes. No, of course they're not. Government agencies are well known for their whatever. And there's no racism in government. That was wiped out in the 20th century. This is getting fun. He points at someone in the crowd and smiles. The man sees him pointing and smiles back. That guy there, he's with Ares Macro Technology. Enormous megacorp, ridiculously powerful. They've been sniffing around Project Aegis for quite a while now. Clearly, they have an agenda that's just starting to unfold. He gives the Ares man the finger. The man smiles and returns the gesture. Government, media, business, all working to ensure the truth stays hidden. Working together? I don't think so. Me either. In a way, it's worse. It's a series of conspiracies, conflicting agendas, and petty jealousies, all building upon, feeding upon, and excreting into an unending web of dreck that people wade through every day and call it life. If there was one Dark Lord controlling everything, and we could drive a magic sword through his heart to free the world, that would be grand. Such clarity, such focus. Alas. So what's the lesson in all this? That I did it all for nothing? He laughs. Just the opposite, schmuck. The lesson is this. The game is rigged. The cards are stacked. The dice are loaded. It's the same as it always was, every cycle. People in power exert power. Little people cower in their homes. Think what they're told to think, and buy whatever product will help them forget how horrible their lives are for another day. And that's why we don't play their fragging game. We don't swallow their direct sandwich and politely ask for another. It's why we run the shadows. That's where real life is, kiddo. Reality's living in the places no one wants you to see. See you around, Harlequin. That was one heck of a conversation. McCluskey's alternating between trying to look important and trying to avoid actual work. What are you looking at, Chew? Let's go this way. McCluskey beams, then his brow furrows. I did? I didn't hear about it. He smirks. I'll surprise them then. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. Have fun. Good old Jake. Jake shakes his head, smirking as he approaches. When you finally get close, he breaks out laughing. I heard the Universal Brotherhood was getting shot up on the police scanner. Knew it had to be you. Did you get her? She's in custody now. Ah, justice is served. He scratches his mop of red hair. I guess that concludes the story of Trax and the Dead Man Switch, huh? You know, I've been thinking, maybe you should stay in Seattle a while. There's plenty of ways folks like us can get into trouble here. You only skimmed the surface. I heard Mitzi Hama's looking for a team. No idea what's that's about, but it could be lucrative. And I just got word that something's going on at Crater Lake. The Tears got it on total lockdown. No-fly zone, the whole thing. There could be something in it for us if we poke around. And there's always the Orc Underground. Haven't seen that yet, have you? I got plenty of friends there who are looking for a job. Something's bound to come up. What do you say? Now I'm in. I'll go with you. Good. We can hash it out over dinner. If you want to find me, I'll be at McCraken's later. Got a taste for some seafood. Take it easy, chummer. Yay, more work. The little coroner's surprised to see you, but he can't hide his delight. Hey, Drax, I was wondering if I was going to see you again. I guess I shouldn't be surprised to find you here. How's my favorite body snatcher? Busy? He pops his eyebrows eager. You know, it's all over the Trivid, right? They found the Emerald City Ripper dead at some asylum out in whatever. Of all places. Turns out he'd been masquerading as a head administrator or something. They found him dead from some sort of vigilante attack, he leans in, whispers conspiratorially. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Vigilante attack? Nah, who would have known? Why, I have no idea what you mean, Dresden winks. That's what I thought. Well, no one can say he didn't have it coming, am I right? He frowns at himself. That was a double negative. So, the big question, what about the dead man switch? Now the Ripper's dead, are you going to collect? Damn right I'm going to collect. Excellent, I'm sure you deserve it. How could you collect? Come, Link. Lone Star's emergency response team set up a secure phone line right here to coordinate their efforts. I can authorize you to use it. Guess it's time to end this thing. I guess so. Take care, Trax. The phone before you has a simple numerical keypad. You can use it to call Sam's law firm and cash in on the dead man's switch. Call the law firm and finish the job. You tap into the phone number Sam's lawyer gave you days ago. The phone rings 7 times before someone finally answers. The image of the lawyer on the other end of the vid phone is noticeably different from the one you saw a few days ago. The noise in the background sounds like it's coming from a bar. Yeah? He squints into the phone and recognition slowly appears on his face. Oh, hey, it's you. Trax, right? So, you got Sam's killer, huh? Are you even a lawyer? Yeah, of course. Well, technically I'm not a lawyer anymore, but, I'll just slot Sam's video for you. Hang on. He fumbles for a moment, and the camera jerks crazily, then it goes to static and is replaced by Sam. Good old Sam. Sam still looks like Drek. Same clothes, same background. Probably shot at the same time as the first video. Hey, buddy. Looking good. Looking good. He giggles. If you're calling this number, that means the job is done, right? He closes his eyes, shakes his head. Congratulations, amigo. I knew you'd do it. You were always the dependable one. More than me, anyway. He looks back at you, trying to speak soberly. I just want to say thank you for whatever you did. It means a lot. Not even knowing what you did, it still means a lot. 'Cause I know you did something. You know what I mean? I know you made it right, somehow. He pauses, tilts his head back. His breath hitches in his chest. You're the only one who ever tried to help me. Ever. Except my sister. She tried. More than once. She tried. I never let her, though. Never let her in. I regret that. A lot. Did I ever tell you about her, buddy? We're twins. We're twins, I guess. You still a twin after one of you dies? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. He sighs, heavy. God. Listen, do me a favor, will you? If you talk to her name is Jessica. Tell her I'm sorry, okay? For everything. She'll know what for. She's Catholic, so she'll forgive me. I need her to forgive me. Just tell her I love her. He straightens himself, shakes it off. That grin is back. Anyway, you need to get paid, which would be great except for one thing. I got nothing. Never did. You know how? It is, right? Sorry, but thanks again for giving a crap. Seriously, I appreciate it. Tell you what, if you feel sore about it, look into my family background a bit. There's got to be people with money in there somewhere. Maybe one of them can throw you a few bucks. Take care, amigo. See you in hell. He reaches forward and shuts off the camera. The vid screen goes to static, and the call ends. There's a moment of silence, and then you feel a tug on your jacket. It's Dresden. So, what'd he say? Told me never trust a dead man. The Emerald City Ripper killings are sensationalized for several weeks. Lurid reports focus on the killer masquerading as the administrator of Mercy Mental Hospital. Soon after, pop singer Maria Mercurial is cast as the lead in Dr. Ripper, a trivid thriller about a reporter who goes undercover as a mental patient to uncover a serial killer. Seattle Newsnet reports a shootout at a chapter house of the Universal Brotherhood. Witnesses claim that a gang of religious fanatics stormed the building for unknown reasons, but committed suicide before they could be captured. All mention of insect spirits, James Celestrian III, or Shadowrunners are kept out of the news. 1 year later, the city of Chicago declares a quarantine area between Lake Michigan and the Des Plaines River. Officially, the Chicago Contamination Zone is established to fight an outbreak of an infectious virus, but an infestation of insect spirits is suspected by those who know. A mature form of Project Aegis, called FABS 3, is eventually deployed to remove the plague threat from Chicago. The Watts family name has since been lost to the shadows. And that is Shadowrun Returns by Harebrained Schemes.